Hello, I am back as promised to be talking about my article, The Basics of Breastfeeding. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. I'll be looking at my phone here and there to look at some of the things I posted just so I won't miss it. So first and foremost, let's go down to the things that you will need before baby comes. So first, on my first bullet point, I put pump. Please get a pump. Whether if it's hand expressed or electric, I would recommend electric and hand expressed if you can get it, because it's going to benefit you in the long way. As far as keeping your supply up, as long as if you go to work, if you need to go to work, you got to go to work, you got to pump. School, you have to pump. And if you find that you can't find a pump that's in your price range, there's a lot of ways that you can probably end up getting a free pump or even close to free with the WIC program. I mean, this varies from city to city, state to state, county to county, but I know where I live, I was able to get a free pump at a value of $300, the best pump actually that they have out there, for free. And the only thing I had to do was show proof that I was in school or going to work. So that's another way you can get one. And also your insurance, your medical insurance, you can really look into that to see if they give you pumps. Also, we have storage bags. Yes, you're going to need storage bags. These are tiny plastic bags that you will put your pump express milk into. It is key to have a stash of milk. That's one thing that I didn't do that I wish I could have did. Have a stash of milk, because my daughter was strictly breast, and I tell you, it was hard. Also, comfy bra. Please, ladies, go out and buy you a comfy bra, because if you have a bra that's keeps you too constricted, it'll cause more leakage, your engorgement, cause you more pain. Just get something comfy, maybe a nursing bra with padding, so that way the support will help you. Also, comfy clothing. See, I have on these little tank tops. I will wear these underneath my clothes, and I also have something kind of like this so I can have easy access, so that way if I'm out somewhere and I need to breastfeed, it's not hard to get to the boob. So, with that being said, please, ladies, that's another thing. Go out and buy you some comfy clothing. Breast pads. Yes. They have disposable, and they also have some that are washable that you can use over and over again. But you will need those. I found myself plenty of nights waking up in puddles of milk. When I mean puddles of milk, I mean it's like I'm just drenched in milk. So I will recommend you to go get those. Also, nipple ointments. Cracked nipples, sore nipples. That ointment is the perfect solution. It soothes your nipples, and it's also good for baby. So it doesn't hurt the baby. It's non-toxic. And also, another tip, you can use your breast milk. You can squirt a little out and rub it around your nipples, and that's actually a natural cure for that. Breastfeeding pillow. This helped me out a lot, ladies. They're like these donuts that you can put around your body, and the baby can just sit here comfortably without you having to hold the baby, strain on your back or anything like that. And it helps at night. I'm not perfect. I found myself drifting off to sleep while breastfeeding, and this was the support that my baby had. So that is another important thing. Let's see what else I have on here. Bottles with changeable nipples. Ladies, if you plan on wanting to go back to work and school and you need your baby to be on bottle, please, 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 in the first maybe 2 to 3 weeks, try not to give a baby a nipple. But when you do decide on giving the baby a bottle, try to find a nipple that's going to be perfect for him or her, because a lot of the time on one nipple is not right and people just end up giving up. but get one with interchangeable nipples, which would be totally fine. Also, burp rags. Whether you're breastfeeding, formula feeding, you need burp rags. And also, before the baby comes, please, please, please try and get some sleep because you're going to need it. Okay, so things that you're going to need after baby comes. I say, first, a good latch. A good latch is key. When you're in the hospital, please, please make it a point to let the nurses know that you want to breastfeed and to get that skin-to-skin connection so your baby will be able to get a good latch. I mean, it's not going to come easy. I'm not saying the baby's just going to jump on your boob and it's going to be the perfect thing. But sometimes that does happen for some people. But in other cases, not really. So please, please focus on getting a good latch because that can also help keep up your milk supply. Then we have a set diet. Okay, a lot of us are out there like, really? A diet, a set diet? How could we have a set diet? Well, not saying that you have to eat perfectly, but please add these things into your diet. Water. Water is number one. 88% of your breast milk is water, so water is key. Also, vegetables. You need a lot of vegetables and foods of fiber and protein, which is pretty much everything. Another thing that's a key point is to keep taking your prenatal vitamins. Keep taking your prenatal vitamins because it'll help you get all the same nutrients you did when the baby was in your stomach, because when you breastfeed, they do take that from you, so you do need to take your vitamins still. Also, I can't stress it enough, comfy clothes. Yes, I know moms are like, I need to get my groove back. I need to wear something cute. But while dressing cute, wear something that has easy access if you're going to be going out and you're going to be feeding your baby by the breast. And even if you're not going to, sometimes babies you run out of milk. You didn't bring enough milk and you have to rely on the breast. So please bring comfy clothing then. There are comfy cute clothing, so please do so. And most important, patience times 10. I mean, for a lot of people, it is hard to breastfeed. There's a lot of things that you have to remember when breastfeeding. So, I mean, have patience because you are going to really need it. Really. Sometimes you might have a fussy baby or sometimes you might be fussy. So, please just have patience. Alright. So, let's get down to this. Things they don't tell you. I mean, there aren't things they don't tell you. They're just things that they don't tell you. Do you get me? I think not. So, I'm going to go ahead and explain what I mean. It's like, why would they want to tell you negative things about breastfeeding over positive? Because they're trying to get you to breastfeed, so they're not going to tell you that much of the things that come with it. But I'm here to do that, so here we go. A lot of times they do mention engorgement, but they don't go into detail. Okay, this is when you get your breast milk in. I say in about 2 to 3 days you'll get your real milk. Besides your colostrum, you'll get your real actual milk. And your breasts get really big and hard. For me, it felt like bricks. It was so heavy. I was filled with milk so much. And I just had to find a way to relieve it. So I'm going to give you some of the tips that I used, which were, sometimes I would get in the shower and let the warm water run on them. And that kind of helped reduce some of that tension that I had there. Also, you can go ahead and put warm rags on your breast to release some of the milk. A lot of women make a mistake and they pump out the milk. And when they do this, they'll pump out the whole, maybe 6 or whatever, 9, 8 ounces. And your breast, they have like a sensor on your breast. When the milk comes out, They like, I need to fill it. I need to get filled. I need to get filled. So however much you're taking out is going to get put right back in, which is going to give you more pressure. So when you are doing this, try to take out maybe an ounce, a half an ounce, just to get the pressure off. Also, you could take Tylenol, which is safe during breastfeeding. It's safe for the baby. So Tylenol to reduce some of that pain that you might get. And also, I've heard that you could put cabbage or lettuce. I mean, I never tried it, but for each his own. And I've heard a lot of women say that it helped. Okay, also, we have sore and raw nipples. Ladies, you're going to need some tough nipples. You're going to have to tell your nipples to toughen up. Because when a baby is suckling on your nipples, it's like it can make your nipples raw. It's like sitting in water for too long and your skin gets all pruny. The same thing can happen to your nipples, but a child is going to keep suckling on them. So you're going to need to please get the ointment, and also you can use your breast milk, like I said, to put around it. A lot of women experience bleeding nipples, sometimes ripped nipples, and also just cracked nipples altogether. Sorry if I keep on looking down or repeating words and words after each other, the same words. I'm sorry about that. Okay, cramping. A lot of the time when you're in the hospital, they give you pain medication, on not on the hour, but maybe every 4 hours. So when you get home and you're not really on that same schedule, you start to feel the cramping. This is actually your uterus contracting down. Yes, this hurts. And that's another reason why you lose weight faster with your baby bump goes down faster, because the suckling on your nipples actually causes the cramping to come. That's why they also say try not to breastfeed while pregnant, because it can lead to preterm cramping. But yeah, please be aware of the cramping, because it does hurt. It does hurt. Some women can take the pain, some women can't. But yeah, the cramping does hurt. It does happen. Also, changes in your breast. A lot of women their breasts get more lower than usual. The areolums might look different. The nipples might get bigger. I mean, this does go back to normal once you stop breastfeeding. For some people it does. I'm not going to say for all, because I don't know. It varies. But from what I know, they do go back to normal. They may not be that same big old size that some women just wish they could keep. But you will get your breast back. Stretch marks. That's another thing. Sometimes you do get stretch marks on your breasts from the milk actually expanding the size of your chest and then it going back down, which is natural. Clogged ducts. This happens like when your baby schedule has a drastic change. It's like gets a clog in your breast. This can really hurt, really hurt a lot. The only thing I can say to do with that is try feeding your child to reduce it as much as you can. And when you go to the doctor, tell your doctor, because it can lead to infection. So please get on that, please. And last but not least, a growing child. And what I mean by this is your child does get bigger. Your child's not going to stay a newborn with the gums, and your baby starts to learn more. So with that, you get biting. Your baby gets teeth. They tend to bite on your nipples. Some bite. My daughter particularly, she stood up while she breastfed. She would stand up, dance, move all around, and that's pulling your breasts here and there. When I try to cover her up, she's pulling it off of me, pulling it in public, pulling down my clothing. So I mean, ladies, that's just something that comes with your growing child. Also, they don't tell you that your child sometimes demands for it, which meaning they'll hit your boob. They'll say, I need it. Once they start talking, and once they start knowing where it is, they will go and get it themselves. And they have no shame in their game. they will run and get it. And if they don't, they'll have a fit. So, like I said, have patience, just like us. We're not the same people when we're hungry. So, I mean, just give them what they need and actually what they want, and everything will be fine. So, I think that's everything I pretty much covered. If there is any more things that you guys want me to cover that you think I didn't get, just let me know. You can comment. You can go down on my page on Stay Updated, and you can click on my Twitter. You can contact me on there. You can ask me questions on YouTube, which is Got Mommy, youtube.com/GotMommy, and my Twitter is @GotMommyBlog. So until next time, as always, I'm wishing you guys peace, love, and maybe a little bit of relaxation.